for everyone who's still watching, why don't we go ahead and jump into a new topic?
March messages.
Oh, let's do a topic.
Okay.
Yeah, then we'll do something else. Oh wow. Oh boy. Okay. Google apologizes for Gemini's biased image generation.
Wait, had you not heard of this?
I had not seen any pictures. I had only seen a headline so far.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So this is really, wow. This is really something.
1943 German soldier.
The f*** am I looking at here? Okay, Luke, do you want to walk us through this one? Because there's a lot to unpack.
I think I'll just read the thing and then I'll start unpacking after that. Google has temporarily removed the image generation feature from its Gemini chatbot following a widely reported problem where it would refuse to generate images of white people or Latinos and would insert the keyword diverse into unrelated prompts. In at least one case, this resulted in generating images of a group of multiracial 1943 German soldiers, as we just showed you. According to Google, this was caused by a miscalibrated mechanism meant to counteract another well-known issue with early image generation models, namely that they would overweigh the most common stereotypical images in their databases, leading to a generator that would only produce men when asked for a scientist, or would produce a white doctor even when explicitly asked for a black doctor. Google has apologized for the overcorrection. Google likewise appears to have a moderation system based on spelling. Brilliant. Meaning that it is easily bypassed by intentional mistyping of a forbidden word. Discussion question: is there a correct amount of stereotyping that an AI should use? Should Google be able to find a less dumb way of fixing these issues? I think the issue specifically, if you want to ask me, is not that it... if it was like more likely to do a certain thing, but would do a range of things, I think that's fine.
Yeah, except that a lot of these prompts, because generating more than one image is very expensive, a lot of these prompts that I've used in the past only spit out one at a time anyway.
I believe Gemini tends to do 4.
Sure, but... Okay, if we're talking about Gemini specifically, then I see your solution being, okay, you could have 3 that just use the images that it's trained on, and then one that's kind of a, like, shot in the dark. Whereas for any of the ones that only spit out one image, if it gave me, really, especially top right and bottom left, if it gave me either of those, this
bottom
maybe
right's also...
Well, maybe he's the soldier. I don't know.
She's wearing the uniform.
Right.
Yep.
This is just a lot to unpack in general.
It's also like an American-ish looking soldier.
Yeah.
That's like down.
She seems to be helping.
Yeah.
So
her storage pack that's on her back hip, I think, is upside down.
I like her hair.
Which is kind of sick.
It's just not here.
But then it is
here.
Yeah.
And it's here.
Yeah.
But not here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. But I think forcing terms ends up being a problem because it overcorrects, as we have just seen.
But on the other hand, you can't just generate men when you search for doctor.
Totally. But if you search specifically for so like the unaltered one is also too far though, because again,
internal hair routing ducting in the uniform.
They would overweigh common stereotypical
she pulled a
images.
Mulan because women weren't allowed to serve in Germany then anyway.
Yeah. Perfect. They would overweigh the most common stereotypical images in the databases, leading to a generator that would produce men when asked for science, or, this is the key point in my opinion, would produce a white doctor even when explicitly asked for a black doctor. So the original way it was going was also wrong.
Yes.
Because you're not even getting specifically what you asked for out of it. So they needed to correct off of that because the original version is just bad. But this is just too far. I think if you weren't already thinking this, I think this is quite a slap in the face for the observation that this is a very in-your-face, obvious version of this, but all of these systems are going to be tuned to something. Whatever company's version of this that you're using is going to be tuning it to serve you certain types of things. And you need to understand that your worldview or your exposure or whatever else is going to be...
And just wait
painted
until they're tuning it specifically for you.
Yeah.
So they'll creep your Facebook and be like, oh, well, you're super... I'm going to pick No, I'm not going to pick anything controversial. I will pick mops.
You were really into mops?
You are pro...
You're a mop enthusiast?
You are pro the mops that were already there, or you are pro the brooms that came later. You know, whatever it is. And so when you search for, a patriotic soldier, it's going to show you mop soldiers or whatever else. Whereas if you are more on the side of the brooms, then it's going to show you broom soldiers,
Right. So if I searched soldier, for example, maybe it would give me a Canadian soldier.
Exactly.
Because it has the context that I'm maybe in Canada, or maybe it knows that I'm a Canadian citizen or something like that.
And remember, with how much they know about you, it might give you a Canadian sniper.
Yeah.
Because you'd be more into marksmanship than necessarily, being a tank operator, gunner, whatever.
There's a range of roles in there, but yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
But part of it, a member of a tank crew. Yeah. Like
it
that
might
would be my guess.
It might be, and it depends on what the what's driving a tanky. Very nice, Dan. It depends on what's driving the value for this thing. So a conversation that we were talking about earlier, where you're the product, it's like, okay.
So what are you serving me? Are there product placements? Is it going to give you a Canadian soldier using a particular rifle with a particular scope on it?
Yeah. Is it going to try to push me into, recruitment for the military somehow? Is it only going to show soldiers that look very, successful and clean cut?
Is it going to show soldiers that look like you?
Maybe. So you can see yourself in that more easily. Like there's lots of ways that these things can be tuned.
Man, we are so close to dystopia that
we're basically here. Yeah. Yeah. So this is something that just because this one was super obvious, if this goes away, the root problem is very much still here. Just because it might not be spitting out images of...
and they can hide it. They can hide that root problem by doing what we're talking about.
Yeah.
By tuning it to output something that you expect. And these inputs are things that you will give them. You are going to give them willingly, helping them build their profile for you because it will make the tools work better. And we like these tools and they're convenient. So it'll spit out 9 images for you. And it'll say, which one do you think was the best one?
And it'll remember which one you selected.
And you'll be like, the Aryan one. And it'll be like, all right, good to know. And you'll get more of that.
You need to start self-analyzing with some of the results you start getting. You just type in soldier and it just gives you a 1943 German soldier and you're like, oh. Uh-oh.
Who's wearing a jersey that says Lafreniere on the back?
Oh no. What's happening? Sounds like Google to me. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think...
Don't forget about Meta.
Even more likely...
And Amazon.
More easy for them to be nefarious with.
And the U.S. Army. And other armies.
Yeah. Remember the U.S. Army was on Twitch? That was a whole thing.
Yeah. It was, are they not anymore?
I was just going to check, yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Oh, U.S. Army esports. 4 years ago. Maybe they're not.
Schedule. Here we go. Oh, no. Last stream 2 years ago. Okay, so this particular thing is no longer a thing, but don't kid yourself.
I'm sure they're around somehow.
It's definitely a thing. I had no idea how into merchandising the U.S. Army was.
Yeah.
We have a video coming shortly. I actually reviewed the edit for it. It's a great video. I just reviewed the edit before WAN Show today on these like kind of wannabe Razer peripherals. We actually showed them on the show a couple weeks ago, I think. And one of the other things that this company that makes these rip-off Razer peripherals does is they make US Army branded stuff. And as part of that rabbit hole, we went looking for all the things with US Army co-branding on them. It's like, what?
Yeah.
There's anything and everything with United States Army co-branding. It's absolutely wild.
Oh, there's tons of stuff.
Like they should pay you to wear it, you know, because you served or something, not you pay them to. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm missing something here, but good gravy.
I wonder, like,
are you okay?
I don't know.
Like, do you have acid reflux,
I'm trying to hold it together.
Are you? Do you need? Do you need
they're
a
not
bucket?
even cheap. Look at that. Yeah. Oh man, $40 t-shirt.
It's amazing how often we take flack for the pricing on our store.
Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys.
Our shirts are $20. Like we I don't anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is,
it got more expensive, $44.
Oh, hold on, I'm back to your laptop.
Is that because there's print on the back? Is there no yeah, I don't think there's
print on the back does cost more, and that's a pretty reasonable upcharge for double-sided printing. It's it adds a complete extra step with an additional screen. Okay, they've got a $19. Well, what's a PT shirt?
Personal training.
Oh, okay. There's some reasonably priced stuff here. I have no idea what the quality of any of this is. What is ArmyGearUS.com though? Is this official?
Some discounts get pretty fat.
I don't think this is actually.
I have no idea.
No, this isn't the Army, Luke.
I don't know, dude.
Man, are you like?
No, it's Army co-branded, I think, right?
I don't know.
That looks pretty Army co-branded to me.
I have no idea. This Under Armour Duty Honor Country Tee. Duty Honor Country. Did they just take every keyword?
I think that's one of their tagline things, like on their coins and stuff.
Got it.
So I think there would usually be like a symbol between each word or something.
People are saying that is the logo. So okay.
Yeah, that is definitely the U.S. Army logo. That's what I was saying.
Physical training.
Oh,
there you go.
Not personal training, sure, whatever.
NATO,
I knew it meant like going to work out.
NATO apparently streamed a gaming tournament, but the Twitch channel's no longer there for some reason. Wild.